Welcome back to Trogly's Guitars. How did we ever get so lucky to get two of these guitars? And at the same time, I really don't know. But here it is, a second Gibson The Les Paul. There's a few differences between this one, which is a later Gibson The Les Paul, versus the other one we have, which is an early one. And we're going to go through that here today, as well as show you the beautiful cosmetic condition of this guitar. Compared to the other one, this one has the nicer flame top. The sides are also a lot heavier flamed. But this one is an example of a late The Les Paul that didn't quite get all of the wooden parts. As you can see, the toggle switch is a black plastic. It's a little bit more premium feeling than a typical toggle switch though. You have your brass poker chip there. You actually have a brass nut, which really looks cool because it's not your typical like 2550 stock brass nut. It's more highly polished and refined than that. So this gorgeous God of Les Pauls comes in its original case. Once again, I hate Artist Series cases. They don't have enough padding in them, and they just don't fit the guitar like it should. I would definitely suggest getting a chainsaw case for this gorgeous beauty. You do have the unopened case key, and the case itself is in good shape. They usually sell anywhere from $250 to $500, so you can sell this and get a mint-condition chainsaw case. Or just keep it for storage, like it was originally used for. As you can see there, the Gibson artist plate. And it has some light scuffing from storage, but overall nothing too crazily bad. I mean, you got some light scratches, but we're okay. So this guitar is amazing. And we will go over the cosmetic condition of this guy, which is very good cosmetic condition. Once again, highly flamed maple everywhere, and also in collector's condition like the other one. So if you watch my other video, you'll notice that this headstock is a lot different than the earlier one. The early one, similar to like an Antique Natural Spotlight Special, which I also have one of those for sale. The first one is like a more of a walnut. Well, this one's walnut. The other one is more of, you know, just a light mahogany look. Similar to kind of what this looks like. I guess that'd be closer to maple. But this one has this dark, like walnut look to it. It's not quite black, as you can see there, but this guitar has such a really cool evil look to it because the lacquer has aged evenly throughout the guitar, and you can see that here. Instead of this being white, it's kind of that abalone, slightly aged with yellow turning it green a little bit. So it really gives a really cool look to this really cool Les Paul. One thing to note here is that, you know, as things age, you can see that the lacquer is starting to shrink a little bit by here. And right there, you can see around that middle custom logo is actually chipped off a little bit. You can see up there at the eye, it's also a little bit starting to do that, but not quite there. But besides that, it's in great shape on the headstock, with just maybe some light string scratches here and there. Another difference from the other one is this brass nut. Once again, it's a lot more highly polished and refined than the other, like 2550 brass nuts. And once again, it kind of adds to the whole golden hue, so I really like it. Frets show little to no wear. Once again, you have a black binding with the double red stripes going down both sides, following the pattern of the headstock, as well as the pickguard there and binding. And you have a sandwich of fretboards. This one is not quite as apparent as the other one, but is an ebony, rosewood ebony sandwich, which is really cool. There, you can see it a little bit better. Onwards to the body of the guitar. You can see the pickguard there is looking really cool. I like the wood grain that you can see in it when the light gets on it there. Very cool. This one still has the wooden knobs as well as the wooden pickup rings, which some of them didn't get that. So I'm really glad this one has most of the main wooden parts. And once again, I think we went over that, the brass toggle switch. And unlike the Les Paul, there's no finish checking on the front of this one, so it's just a beautiful guitar, and it's just got so much flame. Too much flame to take in. However, there are a few light polish scratches, but nothing too incredibly bad. The back of this guitar is equally as gorgeous. As you can see, highly flamed back, sides, neck, everything. And what I find really funny about this one is the size of the volute. Look at that thing. It's like a big humpback whale on it. It's kind of goofy looking, but I like it. You definitely won't break this one. Regular number 62. I believe the other one I got is number 8. This is November 20th of 1979. So this is a last year of production, which I can't remember right now, but I think there were 76 or 77 of these guys made. No wear to worry about here. And you might have some light polishing scratches, but you have the Gibson branded Schaller tuners with the perloid buttons. And what I really like about this one is you even got flame on the sides of the headstock. The other one we have doesn't quite have that as much as this one. So that's a cool difference here if you need help deciding between the two. The first one hasn't aged in the lacquer, whereas this one has, so it's a tough decision of which one you would wish to purchase. This one has super nice flame on the neck. There's no imperfections in the wood, whereas the other one kind of has that knot there. But that knot, I like that knot personally. It helps identify your guitar, just in case somebody were to steal it and take your serial number off. The back of the guitar shows little wear. You have some light polishing scratches here and there, but nothing too bad in general. Just gorgeous maple wood. You still have the rosewood back plates here as well, so that's another plus. And now we will take a look at the sides of the guitar, which on the sides there are a few flaws that we need to go over. So the Les Paul had finished checking on the front. However, in extreme lighting conditions you would never be able to see it. This guy has a few checks on the side. So on this side, I'll try to get it more in the light. The strap button here has a little bit of tarnishing to it, as you can see. That's probably because I usually handle these guys by the strap buttons. You can see there's a few little marks on the binding right there. And there might be a few checks in other places, but I've only found 3 on the guitar. First one's in the cutaway. You can kind of see it right there where the light is. There's that first one right in the center. Then the other one is more by the horn right there. And the owner who sold this one to me didn't even know those were there until I pointed them out. And you also have another one right by this pickguard bracket, if I can get it to show up. There we go. Right there. Kind of curves off towards the end. There we go. So once again, you really have to be looking for this. So on a display, you're never going to have to worry about anybody seeing that. So once again, with great pleasure, I bring you guys a second The Les Paul. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to speak with me about purchasing, please contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, Trogoys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.